There we go. Okie doke.
Right, I just changed camera. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Right. First one, what I'm doing is called a Bradshaw's Fancy. Let me just change the glasses. I've got a size 14 in the voice. And it's purple thread. I don't know why, but just going what it says on the pattern. Just start your thread off.
Instructions.
Well, I don't know. There's no some of these are quite old patterns, like so. Why they use purple thread, I don't know. I don't think there's no rhyme or reason for it. But I'll stick to the original dressing and we'll go from there.
There's quite a few that have got purple thread on there.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper.
Well, I mean, you're sniping purple.
Yeah.
Spider patterns, and there's one or two others with purple thread.
All right. I've got some red wool here. Seems the red tag, but this has like a tag front and back. So just tie that along the top of the shank. Clip it out the back, and then we can just cut a short little butt. Just find my little Velcro. No, can't find it. Well.
If you guys want to go to Paul's, at the very top, if you go to Paul's image.
I thought you meant come to my house then. I'm going to say you're more than welcome.
Click on the right-hand side, and there's three little buttons. If you click on pin, Paul will be on your main screen.
Right, then I want some peacock herl. And I'll just use one strand. Welcome, Vigo.
I have some trouble with the computer.
Nice. We'll tie that on. There. Just for some extra safety, I'll just put a tiny bit of, because there's no rib on this fly, so I'll put a bit of varnish. And then we'll tie the peacock herl towards the eye.
Was that a single herl?
That's just a single, and that's why I put some varnish on the top of the hook, and that'll help it stick there.
That must be a thick herl.
It's off of the eye.
Yeah, okay.
Just undo that fraction.
Must be a Cook's Hill one.
Pardon?
That must be a Cook's Hill pheasant tail. Herl.
No, it's just off. When you buy the eyes, you'll find it's better.
They're naturally
Thicker, you know. If you buy them in the strong packets, it's very sparse, and that's from a lot lower down the
okay.
lot lower down the feather, which is fine if you're trying something like a dial back. It's what you want, you know. That's too thick for the. What's it now? I want a blue dun hen feather. This is a whiting cape. Nice blue colour. And just strip the bottom off. Just pop a bit of wax on. You pop a bit of wax on it, just holds your feathering a lot better. And two in front, one behind and one in front again. And then cut that off. And we want about, it's a good attle this, so you probably only want about a couple of turns. You just see what it looks like. 1, 2 turns is enough. And then a couple of turns over. Cut your waste off. And then pull your everything back and tie in front of the eye. I'm just going to use a half-inch tool just to make sure it's all pulled back. There we go. And then the front one, if we can just tag off at the front. That's like a double tagged fly. There we go. Then in focus. Just didn't get it. Hello, everybody all right with that one?
Yeah.
So that's a Bradshaw's fancy, that one. Any questions, anybody?
No.
No? Then we'll speak at once. Right. Next one I'm going to do is bear with me. Oh, where is it there? This is a Williams favourite. Just a little black fly, really. You can tie it on a size 10 to a 16. So we'll do it on a 12. There you go. Black thread for this one. Start at the front. And this has got oval silver tinsel rib. So I'm going to tie that on the way down. If I'm ever putting a rib on, I always put it on at the start and tie it in first. It just saves a lot of bulk later on. If anybody else does that, it's something I'll get into the habit of doing. So carry on doing. There you go.
Good habit to get into, Paul.
Pardon?
Good habit to get into.
Yeah, I find it a lot easier, like, you know, because if you try and do your body and then put it in, you've always got that little step, haven't you? So I like to tie the full length of the body, and then I want a black cock hackle. Just for the tail. Just bring it out at 90 as you would normal. I think I have a massive tail. Take a few. And then one length of the shank. I've seen people hold it up to the hook and just take the notice where that if you hold it there and then pinch it there, it's always going to be the right length. I've seen people just hold it there just for the sake of holding it there, and it does nothing. There we go. Just get that nice and smooth all the way along. And then just undo your thread a bit. And we'll come down about 3/4. This is Viva's thread, so it does lie nice and flat. And then just put a little bit of a taper on the hole of the fly for you. And get your rib. One turn to the back, and then rib it not too tightly. Try and get it as even as you can. And 2 turns. That's that. Sorry about my phone keep going off, but I'm using the phone for the. Right, and then we want a hen pheasant, then hen apple in black. This is just a Indian hen pheasant. It's in fancy, but it's a nice soft tackle, this one. Prepare the normal tighting on the. It's rather like a Pennell, really, but without with just a cockhackle tail. I think with 90% of flies are all the same. Nothing different, nothing new. Just new materials. So one behind, 3, one in front. Oh, let me just put a bit of wax on there. Sorry about that. With these small attles, you just save them pulling out because you don't want to put too much pressure on because you'll snap the hackle. Right stuff. Get your hackle pliers. And just be careful because it is a very fine feather. And you lazy snap it. You get 2 turns is more than enough on that. 1, 2. I'll use a half inch again, just help push the hackles back again. And then I'm going to put tiny bit of varnish. The protect everything if I can find my bodkin. There we go. Any questions about that one?
A good little gnat imitation, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, it's very much like a Pennell. It's instead of having golden pheasant tippet at the back, it's got a black hackle.
What was the hook for? Was it B160?
They want 7.5.
175.
It's all wet flies, these are. So
Yeah.
right, next one I'm going to try is this is a Caddis Lava. Got a long shank on this one, so I want a size 12 B830. Just put that in. There we go. This is brown thread, and I'm putting a lead underbody on this one. So just take a piece of lead, push at the back, and wind that on touching turns. Then snap it off at the back, snap it off at the front. Just make sure that's tight. On the green thread. Right. Now start on at the front, and then bring your waist end to the back, and put a few turns at the back. Bring your waist end to the front again. Then go over the top of all them, and then I'll stop your lead parting. It'll keep it nice and solid on the hook. It ain't going to move across. And then just get you a bit of a taper at the front, so you do, and the same at the back. Just so there's a little bump at the back, that's all. Right, there you go. Right. This has got a fine wire rib on it. It can be in silver, copper, gold, whichever you want. You just reach a bit of right. I'm using a silver wire. Tie that at the back, and just make sure that's well tied in. Yeah. And the body for this is golden pheasant tail. It's a lovely fibre. This, don't use it very often. It's got lovely long fibres on it. This golden pheasant tail. Anybody use it much now?
No.
I'll just check you a few. But they're very long fibres on there. I mean, not longer than pheasant. Get a nice bunch of that.
Is that the Amherst pheasant?
No, it's golden pheasant.
Golden pheasant.
Golden pheasant tail. You have that one. You have some red parts in the tail as well, don't you? You ever seen a full golden pheasant tail?
No.
It's a lovely feather. Now just catch it on, and then pull the ends right to the end, and then tie that off. And then come to the front there, and then rib this the opposite ways of what you would normally, because we're going to rib it in the normal fashion. Just make sure that's tied in, because it wants to unwrap it itself. There you go. And then turn the back. Try and get them as even as you can. Don't really matter that much, but it's better for it. Just wash down the wire. Take the wire off. There we go. And we want some some air dubbing. I forgot then what it was. I've got some mixed tea. It's got a bit of flash in it. It's absolutely fine. You don't want a lot. Just finish that. There we go. Just fluff that off a bit. Some English partridge, a nice neck feather. You've got to be careful with these because they're not very strong. Get some tweezers. And just prep your feather. Pull everything back. Pop a bit of wax on. Wax back. Eye stuff.
The picture's frozen, Paul.
Picture's frozen.
Yeah. What's your broadband like?
Broadband should be fine.
That's odd, isn't it?
1 second. Let me see if it's just the camera's frozen or me. Is everything all right? Just the camera.
Yeah,
Give me a
that's
second.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to start my phone again. Second. Just bear with me a sec.
That's all right, Paul. I'm hopeless with technology, I am.
No, for some reason it just stopped.
It's frozen, is it?
My wife does that quite often.
Not with me, she don't.
Oh, come on.
You're playing
Can't
up.
get the picture. Hold on. I'll be with you in a sec. Oh, it's started again.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't seem to want to focus, does it?
No. Come on. Give me strength.
These things are sent to try us.
Do with the cameraman here, I think.
I just gone and bought one of them. Oh, what's it called? Stream box thing. That's it. It's perfect.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Lovely jubbly.
Where I got to? Right. Ain't missed nothing, have you?
No.
Aye. Right. Just fold him back. On. 2 turns and 1 in front. Cut the waste stuff. Yeah. And then I'm just going to put a bit of peacock herl in front. Is that you or me, or?
No, it's not me.
Or did it kicked out again then? Or... There we go. That's that one. Any questions, anybody?
No.
Sorry, boys, completely forgot all about it.
Yeah, what?
What?
You ain't missed nothing.
No, that's all right then. I like the shirt.
Pardon?
I like the shirt.
Oh. Right. Next one we're going for is slightly similar, called a summer to nothing.
There's
Same
what's
up,
that about?
yeah. Same up, B830. A long shank. Right, start your thread off. There's no rib on this one, but there is a lead core underneath. Let's get some more lead out of. Give me a second.
I think you've got the same problem, Paul. Camera's frozen.
Oh, Struth. Why?
We got the heating on.
No. Give me a sec. I don't know why it's doing this to me.
No, it's fine. It's fine now.
You're having me on here, didn't you? Hey? Be a lot easier to come down to Ludlow. There we go. Let's make sure that's all there. Nicely on. Just make sure just a bit of a taper in front of each. There we go. Right, I'm going to get 2 strands of peacock herl. Front off. There we go. And then because there's no rib, I'm going to pop a bit of varnish on. And because there's 2 threads in there, I'm just going to wrap it in a clip and work my way up. Just keep twisting it on the way up. I think it's described as somewhat of a down at heel couchman. Yeah. Just tie that in. Put the waist off. And it wants a bit of white feather fibre. Put some bit of swan out. Picked up. You don't want a lot, just a bit of white, any white feather it could be. Just line the tips off if you can, and then fold it over.
Sorry about that, boys. Got a phone call.
It's all right. Tie that on top. Cut the waist off. And then just cut. It's not a full wing, it's just a bit of a fibre on the back. And then we want a nice brown hackle. It's not going to be nothing fantastic because it can be as big or as small as you like. Just prep your feathers you would normally. Pop a bit of wax on. 2. Cut your waste off. And what about 3 or 4 turns according to the quality of that cut. Cut your waste off. A few more fitches on. Cut that off, and then for some reason the dressing says trim your knuckle. There you go.
How do you fish that, Paul?
On the end of a line.
Get off.
Don't ask me. I'm no fisherman. I like to tie flies. That's my thing. You know, if you want to know about fishing, ask Tim. But no, you can be fishing still waters and rivers. According to what it says, you know, you can be fast flowing or quite, you know, still waters, no problem. But I would just put it on a long leader and a slow retrieve. All up with that one? Any questions? No? Right.
I love it when they all go quiet.
Pardon?
I love it when they all go quiet.
It's all right. This is this next one's called a John Titmouse.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Can be on a 16 to an 18. And little tiny fly.
Is that a camasan, Paul?
Pardon?
Is that a camasan?
Yeah, as I say, 95% of all my hooks are camasan. I just find them a good hook, cheap enough and quite strong.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can't say I've ever had one. So I don't do that. I don't get time for fishing a lot. I would say 99% of the flies I ever tie never get put in the water. So I just tie for the sake of tying flies, like so.
Yeah, yeah.
I just think they're a reliable hook and everything like that. I don't think much matters if you do. If the majority of fishing, if I do go fishing, is on still waters anyway, like so.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I find them a good hook. I find that if you land, my personal experience, on the V830s and 800s, if you've caught 2 or 3 good fish on that one fly,
Yeah.
they do tend to straighten out a little bit.
Do they?
Well, I find it, but then if they've caught 2 or 3 fish, it's done its job, and I'll sling it and use another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my own personal experience, you know.
Yeah. So
I've got a pair of pliers in my box.
So I personally haven't had anyone straighten out at all, like, you know.
Certainly on the 830s I've had it. And the
Yeah.
800s. But like you, I use most of my hooks are camasan unless there's something on offer somewhere like.
Yeah. I mean, I've got partridge and everything like that. If I'm doing spiders or clean cameras and things like that, I like the partridge, but I say that the 40 mil do a good hook as well. Like, you know, I've never
Yeah,
had
they
any
do, yeah.
with the 40 mil. It's just it's not bad hooks. I did have some osprey once, and they was terrible. They just pinged off and everything. I just had terrible trouble with them.
Oh,
Right,
I was going to say that. I've got a rook of them.
What's that?
Say,
Osprey.
don't say that. I've got a
I
rook of
think
them.
they've gone better now since Ben Yards have took them on. I think they've got a lot better. It was only when Turrell was doing Osprey, and that was in different package.
Oh, right. I didn't realise they did Osprey. I
And
thought
it was just a terrible look. In fact, I knew about 2 or 3 of them. I never put them in the voice again. I just pouring that on. Now rib on this one again, so pop a bit of varnish on. When you tie it on, just make sure the racus is pointing towards the eye, the same as you would on peacock herl. So otherwise, you tie it on, it just collapses.
What hurdle was that then?
This is
Peacock.
you can see it's standing away from the hook. If you wind it the other way, it would all collapse.
Okay.
Paul,
Yeah.
Andrew speaking. My apologies, but I've got to depart. So thanks all the same, but I'll be another time now.
Okay, Andrew.
Bye-bye.
Take care, mate. I'll just bring that to the eye. Leave yourself a bit of room. Next, you want a bit of mallard breast feather. Could be teal if I can't find this breast feather. There we go. Just want a small bunch. Sorry about that, just drop that on the floor. Have that pointing over the front of the hook. Yeah. Just leave that there for a second. I want a small black hackle. Could be cock or hen. I'm using it. Okay, it wants to be slightly shorter than the mallard. Make my wax gun again. There we go, I've lost my wax. I can't find my wax now. So we want to get some more wax. we go. One, two, three. Lock the pliers. That's 2 turns is enough. White stuff. All those up. I'll just finish it off. That's a Titmouse.
It's a little bit like the John story, isn't it?
I don't know what's that like. What's that one like?
That's very similar. I'm not saying it's exactly the same that, but it's got the tail feather at the front.
Yeah,
Yeah, grading pattern.
it is a grading pattern. Yes.
Might be the same thing actually. I don't know. I can't remember. I think the John story has a light red game hackle. I think.
All right.
I think that's the only difference. I can't just remember, but yeah. Anyway, very good.
Well, next one I'm going to do is called a priest. I don't know if anybody heard of that one.
Yeah, I have.
Not of a Sunday like. I mean, always when you was an altar boy.
Yeah, it was actually. Waving that bloody incense about, stinking you out.
Yeah. What's the difference between acne and a Catholic priest?
Acne.
Acne and a Catholic priest.
Go on, I'll buy it.
Acne don't come on your face till you're 12.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
This is size 14. Oh. Black thread.
Sorry, what was this one called?
A priest.
Priest.
Administers the last rites.
Yeah. Not the wooden one.
Yeah. Right, this has got a small silver rib on it. I'm just going to put that on before I'll go down. Just get, yep, stop that at the back. It's got a bit of cramp in my hands. Right, now I want bit of red feather fibre. You can use wool. This is just some red goose feather. Just a small bunch of that. Try and line the tips up. Fold it in half. To create your tail, yeah?
Yeah.
Want to be the length of the
You're going to be at the BFFI, Paul?
yeah. I am. because she's going to have a silver tinsel body, I'm just going to do that all the way along. Keep a nice smooth body. There we go. Yeah, 1 second. Right. Now I want some medium silver tinsel. This is just mylar and gold and silver. So yeah, and then I'm going to go all the way down and all the way back, using touching turns, and on the way back it should cover any gaps. And if you try and get it so you don't see any black hanging out the back.
You ever put a touch of super glue or varnish on it before you wind the silver?
You can do if you want to, but for how long it takes you to the fly, it doesn't matter if it comes apart, does it really? So, you know, it's having a rib on it, so you can, by all means, put a bit of varnish on, and then rib your fly. Yeah, I mean, it's only a small fly, so, you know, I mean, it'll take you 5 minutes to tie, well, a couple of minutes to tie one, so. And then we want a badger pinacle at the front. Again, this is just an Indian knuckle. I don't want the small feathers at the front, so.
That looks a nice cape for an Indian.
It is cooksil.
All right.
There's a nice. And so if you get to the showers and you know you get there first, you get some nice. Instead of all the tat like, don't you?
Mm.
I've also been to a shower for the wall like. So.
Any of the stuff Steve sells is good stuff, though. It's good quality.
It is. It's always nice to look at what you're buying, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You know, it's you can send for stuff off the internet, but you never know what you're getting, do you, really?
No.
I mean, Nigel at Lakeland's pretty good, and he'll.
No,
It's nothing like having it in your hand and looking at, is it, really? I'll just be.
Whatever I've gone to buy off Nigel's always been out of stock when I have a look.
no.
Well, I think just lately everything's out of stock in it, really.
He seems to get a lot in for the fly feather, doesn't he?
And then there we go. 1.5, 2 turns is more than enough. Yeah. So 3/2 inch is more than enough for it. And then you can pop a bit of varnish on.
That's quite deceptive, that, Paul, because your shirt is the same colour as the hackle. So you can see the black centre, but nothing else.
They're not the white tips.
That's better.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks bigger now, doesn't
That's what you tell everybody, innit?
it?
I thought you were going to take your shirt off then, Paul.
Well, you don't want to see that.
No, you're right there.
Oh. I lost my bodkin there. Trying to pack up. Got it. Yeah. Everyone all right with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right. How are we doing for time?
2 hours yet.
Plenty of
Pardon?
times, another hour booked, yeah.
Another hour.
Thought
You
it was,
want to give me a fortnight to get ready? Well, less than a fortnight.
thought it was 2 hours tonight.
Pardon?
I thought it was another 2 tonight.
I thought it was 3.
No, it's not.
I've got unlimited time, so it don't matter.
I mean, would anybody use any of these on the rivers, would they? Or
Yeah.
I mean, you can use them on rivers and on still water, you know. It's you know, the world's your lobster, really, isn't it?
People have forgotten all about these older patterns, haven't they? That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this one's called a double legs.
Oh, what, sorry?
Double legs.
Oh, double legs. I see Adam's changed his background.
Yeah, look, Dean.
Yeah, oh, that's tidy.
Yeah, this one's got no rib on it. I mean, it says no rib, but I don't see why you couldn't put a rib on it, but we'll go to the original dressing. Take your thread right to the back. Then want a nice small partridge feather. Just get in some tweezers and pull it back so you can tie it in with the tips. And tie all that in because it's do it anyhow. So we're going to put some rabbit dubbing on there. It's always awkward putting hackle at the back. It seems to want to trap itself. So what's the hook point?
What are we tying now, Paul?
Pardon?
What are we tying now?
A double legs.
Ah. I'd skipped a page.
Pardon?
I'd skipped a page.
Skip the.
Yeah, I mean, I'd forgotten what you said.
All right. Right. Let's bring that back. Tie that in. Just get your bodkin if there's anything trapped round. There we go. Got some rabbit here. This is a rabbit mass. This is lovely soft dub in this. Work your way up nicely. And it does say, you know, you can, on the dressing, you can do it in with a lead underbody if you want to go around really deep. But I mean, it's got a 4mm tungsten bead on, so it'll sink pretty quick anyway. Just work your way up a bit more.
That dub's on nice.
It's lovely dubbing. It's off a rabbit mask. It's only small, but it's lovely soft.
Yeah.
There you go. And then we want another partridge hackle at the front. We're never going up them partridge hackles, isn't there? There was 25 quid, weren't they? Going to 30 quid now.
Oh,
I think
well.
that was a couple of years ago, that was, when I bought that one. But they're good quality, I mean, they're not too bad. Pop a bit of wax on. Might get your hackle pliers again and rack that in. So on my hackle pliers, I've got a tiny bit of fine sandpaper on the front. It helps you get the grip up a lot better. There you go.
I use a little bit of rubber tubing on mine.
Well, there's rubber on there. So I think if it's a really fine thread, if you look there, you've got your rubber on there, and on there, I've got some white sandpaper, and it does half make the grip a lot better.
I bet.
It never pulls away then. Right, I'm just gonna get a tiny bit of dubbing. and get the whip finish tool. There we go.
Lovely.
One more. There you go.
Lovely.
That looks nice.
That's all I prepared for tonight. Any questions, anybody?
I've got a question for you, but nothing to do with flies. Doesn't some relation of yours work for northern anglers?
Pardon?
Doesn't one of your relations work for northern anglers?
No, that used to work for Northern Sports.
That's what I mean, yeah. They
But,
make fly lines.
That's gone now, that hasn't it?
And that's because Snowby put on that one of their suppliers has gone because of the COVID. And that was them, was it?
It wasn't through the COVID. It was through. He was trying to run it from Canada, and he was a bit of a prat like so. But the places, I think the liquidators are in whatever, like they tried to get the machines out and that like and send them to Canada, and they've put a block on that like so.
All right.
But it was, like I say, that's been 2 years ago. My lad left, and I tried to run it for a while, but it's just not. It's not a viable prospect anymore, like so.
All right.
Yeah. Well, so I'll just change camera for a second. So. Is that all right?
Yeah. I quite fancy that last one.
Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it?
You could almost take it for a case Caddis, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, according to the dressing, it's deadly on both rivers and small still waters, and cast a visible fish. Add more weight near the head and it becomes a perfect tool for winkling out those canny residents reluctant to budge from their holes beneath the roots. So, according to the book. But, as I say, I'm not the best angler in the world, but I just like trying anything like. But I think if you practice your techniques and get your technique, you can tie anything really just by looking at the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas a lot of people, they just get tunnel vision. They've got to tie a particular fly instead of, they can't even put, touching turns on a thread like, but they want to tie a particular fly and they get lost in it really. Did anybody does the accreditation scheme for the guild?
No.
No.
Nobody's tried it now.
I think Tim's done it.
Is he?
I think Tim Wood's done it. I've never done it.
It's a good. There ain't many flies in it. I mean, when I first did my silver and the bronze, like, I mean, there was about 30, 40 flies in it, like, in each one. Now there's, I think the bronze is 6 flies, silver's 7. No, 5 flies in the bronze, 6 flies in the silver, and 7 flies in the gold. It's worth doing. I mean, there's just different techniques to do in all of them, really. It's nothing hard about it at all. Just you've got to, you got to learn your techniques, and that's what I tell anybody to do. Just don't think about tying fly. Just tie about your techniques.
Yeah.
Dubbing, hackles, how to weight a fly, and I mean nobody does winging now, do they? I mean, very few and far between see any wing flies, is there? Proper wing slips.
No.
The old green was glory and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people
you know, they say, "Oh, I can't do wings," and I can't. It's just people have got out of practice because they're just hardly used anymore, are they?
Well, they don't even try, do they? They don't even attempt it. They just say, "Oh, I can't do it." And that's
Uh,
like,
the difficulty of it puts people off is what it is, I think. So if you look at a picture,
it's only practice, isn't it? Really, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that's one of the where's the camera gone?
That's it.
A muddler minnow. You know, there's you got the tail slips, you got the wing slips, and you got a deer hair collar, and then you got the muddler head. There's nothing difficult about it, just practice.
Yeah, it's true enough.
I think it's worth doing. Like, if you know, if you do it as a group, it's not hard, is it? Really, you know.
You can do it as a group, can you?
Pardon?
You can do it as a group.
Well, yeah, because especially if you're doing the gold and that, there's quite a few materials you've got to buy, like, and if you buy them individually, like, you know, it can be quite expensive. Especially for the last fly, the Solmore Mac. I mean, it's about 40 quid for all the materials for that, like.
Yeah, you've got about 9 or 10 materials to get on the hook, haven't you? It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
So if you do as a group and muddle through it, you know, between yourselves, it's not hard at all, really.
How many of us are in the Fly Dressers Guild? I am.
Yeah, I'm a member.
I am.
I am.
But our club, you have to be in a guild to be a member, because we have the guild.
Accreditation, is it?
Now we have the insurance for the group. And if you're a guild member, it works. You get the insurance with it. If the whole of the clubs are, you know.
What's
You
the
get that if you get that, Paul, don't you? If you're an individual member.
I don't know where individual member, but you do get it as a club, you know.
It's a
worth
third
having
liability, isn't it?
It's a liability, and it covers your club if you know people have accidents. Say you're doing a club trip and you have accidents, it covers you for that, like so.
Yeah, I think it does cover you individually, but as Paul said, from a club point of view, if you, you know, if something happened at a club meeting, or if you've got an organised fishing trip or something, you know, then the officers of the club, you know, the treasurer, secretary, chairman, vice chairman, they are potentially liable for, you know, if something goes wrong. So it gives them, you know, cover and protection.
It's only 17 quid if you have a, you know, club. If you're a group, you know, as a club, it's 17 quid. I think it's 20 quid individually, isn't it?
No, 17 individually.
As a club, but
I
think
if you do direct debit, or standing order, whichever it is, it's 17. But if you pay yearly, it's 20.
Yeah, but if you do as a club, it's 17, which is nothing really, is it? I mean, I don't think that's a lot of money, is it really?
No.
And you get the quarterly newsletter as well, don't you?
Yeah, the little booklets, Andy.
Yeah, there's a few good articles in that. So, yeah.
One of the lads that was in it on the last one, the Scott Byron, he's tying for us.
Who's him? Derek?
Where did he come from?
American lad. He ties streamers.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll be doing one for us. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Is Elwar coming back, Derek?
Pardon?
Is Elwar coming back?
Yeah, he sent me a text a minute ago. He's busy at the minute. He was going to come on later, but it looks like he can't join us.
No, is he going to do a demo?
I haven't got him down. I think Gavin's doing one next week.
Okay, yeah.
Melvin Wood's doing one the week after that. Then Scott Byron. Then we got Christmas. Then Rob Redman and Vigo's on. Yeah, he's doing one as well.
He's interesting now, isn't he? It's something different.
Well, he ties pike flies, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Derek, has
Yeah?
Trevor got in touch with you?
Pardon?
Has Trevor got in touch with you?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
What, what's his name? Trevor?
Jones.
No, not yet.
Oh, a bit slow to react. He perhaps will do in the new year.
Yeah. Well, there's no rush, is there?
No. Is Willie going to tie us a kilt pin?
Yeah, Willie's going to do that, aren't you, Willie?
Yeah, I'll give it a go after New Year.
Yeah. It'll probably be January or February.
Yeah, that would be fine.
I'll send you some dates.
Okay. And we'll sort something out.
Tidy. I treasure the one that you did for me.
Yeah. Well, they go all over the world now.
Do they?
Yeah. I've got one tonight going to Germany.
Was that a kilt pin you had, Derek, or a Prince
Yeah.
Albert's?
No, no. A kilt pin.
That's the Kingfisher one. This one's going to Germany tomorrow.
All right.
What's his surname, Willie?
Sorry?
What's his surname?
McCutcheon.
No, not yours. His, the one you've tied it for.
It's called the Kingfisher. My son has the address.
Oh, it's
So
just
he
for
brings
him.
a label down and I'll put it on.
Because the one you designed for me, based on the young tartan,
Yes,
those colours, it's lovely. It is.
yeah.
Is that a young tartan or a young tart?
No, a young
Yeah.
tartan.
That's it. The way I do it is I've got a little book and it's about tartans. And what I do is I get the colours
Yeah.
and I put that onto the fly. So the main colours are the body and the wing. And that's the way I work. So I just look up the different tartans and just find the colours that I need and then work on that.
Willie,
Yeah,
the wing on most of your kilt pins, is it Arctic Fox?
it is, yes.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I've been following you for a while, and yes, I like them kilt pins. It's they're a good Christmas present.
They are, they're
Too
lovely.
cold to wear a kilt though.
That's
Well,
right.
you can do a hat pin.
Drum.
Yeah, you can do a hat pin. Yeah, I'll be quite happy to do a night for you guys.
Magic.
Lovely.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah.
Thanks for tonight, Paul.
No problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Been a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Paul.
Thanks
Sorry
very
about
much.
the technical issues, but
Mm.
You got round it in the end.
Yeah, Good evening,
These things are sent to try us.
yeah.
so is everybody going to the BFF, are you all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 5 of us from Ludlow.
Yeah.
And Brian, he's got a big motorhome, 7-seater motorhome, van type thing. So we're gonna jump into that.
You be just for the day or you're something for the weekend?
No, we're going for on the Saturday.
All right.
Just for the day. I promised Bob Swan I do a couple hours on his stand for him on the Castle Feather stand.
All right.
So I'll probably have a wander around with the lads first and see if I can get some bargains.
Yeah. I normally go Friday night. We make a weekend of it, like so.
Yeah. I think Tim's going as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Tim,
Hi,
they
Drew.
stop up the old inn, don't they?
Yeah.
I always stop in the Spitfire.
Gordon, you remember Gordon van der Spey, the South African lad?
Yeah.
He's going this year as well.
All right.
So he's going to sign me book for me.
All right.
You'll find that interesting, Paul.
Yes, I won't ask him about the damsel. Like I won't get away. Somebody who can describe a damselfly for 45 minutes. That's somebody who can talk. That is, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a cracking lad.
Oh yeah, he's nice, but he can talk.
Right, so
Right,
has anybody got any questions for Paul on the flies he's tied?
Oh, brilliant. Actually, brilliant.
Yeah.
just a thank you from me.
Yeah, I'll photograph them and put them on the WhatsApp. So
Cheers,
might be
Paul.
might be the weekend now because I'm knackered now.
I'll convert this record. I'll stop the recording now. I'll convert it and I'll put it on the WhatsApp as well.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put the flies and the dressings on. So
Right,
Yeah.
thanks, chaps.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
good night, everybody.
See you, Paul. All the best.
Good night. Thanks very